Hi everyone and welcome back to the AFL Outer East Netball Show. I'm Mel Broadley in Studio B.
And I'm Greg Heinrich, and we're excited to bring you another week of netball news from the Outer East.
So we've got lots on this week.
Yeah, we've got heaps.
No laughter, all serious.
Really?
Yes, I looked absolutely stupid last week, and thanks to the boys in the studio for making me let them put that up.
Now she's going to go serious Sally on us, so.
Nah, no negative Nancy here. So let's start with Club Corner. We've got the Aerials are having is it an exhibition?
Yeah, it is. So Tim Smith, who coaches at Alinda, he is a big part of the Aerials, and obviously Ash at Alinda having MS, they're keen to get more exposure, which is awesome. This year's been all about MS really. What they've done is they've created a bit of an exhibition match between the Aerials VNL teams and the Alinda Ferny Creek Football Netball Club.
And it's Kiss Goodbye to MS Netball Challenge.
Yep.
It's being held on Monday the 15th of July at 7 p.m. at the Maroondah Nets in Heathmont. Now, is that the new, what the new indoor facility's called? Maroondah Nets?
Maroondah Nets.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium there. The court still has a little bit of slippery nature to it. I think just because it's brand new, so it's still working its way in there. But look, great stadium. All the proceeds go to MS. It is a $5 donation. If you are free on Monday the 15th, make sure you get down there because there are going to be some great athletes running around. And what better way to support MS than going to watch some netball?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go through Premier Division results because there was a massive upset on the weekend. Firstly, though, Upwey Tacoma had a really solid win against Hillsville, 49-35. Best players from that game, Peter Day, Monique Nagel and Gabrielle Ball. The upset, though, came from Cranbourne versus Beaky, where Cranbourne actually beat Beaconsfield by 10 goals. And we know that it's always a good tussle, but really...
That's a significant win.
Yeah, we probably expected Beaky to still get over the line over Cranbourne. Tiara Butler and Tara Cecil were outstanding for Cranbourne. Tiana, Butler. Outstanding, especially in horrific conditions. I think there was a few venues you guys copped it at Berwick on the weekend from Mother Nature. So low scoring, 33-23, but really the defensive end from Cranbourne were really, really solid.
That's great.
Wandon beat you guys in a close one, 39-28. Cassidy Edema and Tash Sinclair were best for
Cassidy
Wandon.
Edema was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Amazing. And great to watch. But really good. Just disappointing.
Yeah. It's always disappointing to get a loss, especially when you beat them round one. So 1-1 now. You had them at their home ground. They've got you now at Berwick. The last match for Premier Division was Alinda defeating Narry 59-33. So they continue their strong form. Bronwyn Simpson, Georgia Martin and Ali Stewart were in the best for Alinda. Narry still have their coach away on holidays. So I know there's a couple of girls there that are taking the reins. Chloe Phillips and Britt Machado overseeing the team as it stands. Tough day out for them, but they're battling through at the moment.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the ladder in the Premier League. So obviously we've still got Alinda Ferny Creek out in front on 40 points. So not a loss there on their board.
233%. So they continue their fine scoring form.
I don't have my glasses on to see that up close, but if I look at my paperwork, 690 goals.
Yeah. And most of them have come from Perry.
Yes. That's incredible. So we round out with Beaconsfield on 32, Cranbourne and Warrie are both on 28, and Narry and Wandon sitting on 20 points each.
Yeah. So although there was the upset between Cranbourne and Beaky, it didn't really change the ladder positions.
But I think it would have given everyone else a shake-up.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, Cranbourne might be on the hunt for that second position.
Yeah.
So round 11 sees Hillsville host Berwick up in the hills this week, which we're looking forward to. We might have our head coach Robin Pym out though.
She not been well lately?
No, Robbie's not well at all.
She missed VNL the week before when you guys played against Burundara.
Yeah.
And it was a noticeable miss because everybody was saying, where's Robin tonight?
So we wish Robin all the best and hope that she recovers. She's got another couple of byes after this round, so we've just given her a little bit of a rest. She needs it. And then we've got Alinda playing Upwey Tacoma, Warrialica taking on Wandon, and Beaky and Narry, which I'm interested to see the Beaky Narry game.
Yeah. Look, if Bianca's back, I think, again, Beaky will have a really strong hit out.
Yep.
If she's not, I think it's going to be a very similar contest to what Cranbourne had with them on the weekend. And I actually think Narry can get up over Beaky if Bianca's not in that goal circle. The one player who, with Narry, that is up the opposite end to where she normally plays is Gemma Osborne. Now, Gemma gold for us at Association Champs, and she very rarely missed. So there's a bit of, I think there's a bit missing there. Chloe's still playing in the goal circle for Narry and shooting quite well, but I think maybe if Bianca's not there, they might be able to play around with that attacking end for Narry.
And pop Gem back in the goal.
And put her back in the goal circle.
There's a bit of coaching advice
There
for
you
you
go.
girls
Yep.
from your ex-coach. Now let's talk about these photos. We've got to get more people sending these pics in because they seem to be coming from Berwick every week. This is an under 15 Blues game. That looks like Hayley Pastras actually. Can't see, her face isn't in it. The ball's in her face.
Ball's in the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's not a bad one.
You guys actually need to tell us what's wrong with this photo. You get a couple of seconds to have a look at it. It seemingly doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary from a playing perspective, but what if we get you to take a look behind the players just to see how many people are actually watching in that front row, including you?
No, I look like I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
That's not a good look, is it, from the Berwick crew? Lift your game, girls.
And this one's from the Association Champs. Em was great during the day, but I think she stopped playing netball for a moment here to do a bit of Irish dancing.
She's got the green on.
She's got the green on, yep. But yeah, look, she was outstanding. Unfortunate to get snapped in an Irish dance pose.
It does look like she's doing a little bit of a jig.
Yeah.
She just needs a beer in her hand.
She does.
So the Division 1 results from round 9 saw Belgrave defeat Emerald 47-33. Their best on were Naomi Hargraves, Ellen Anthony and Alicia, is that Parasisis? Parisi.
I think.
Silent S.
Yeah. Could be wrong.
We also saw Doveton defeat Warburton 38-26.
And look at their best ons.
Emily Papuki,
Yeah,
Hayley
all their young
Matthews,
girls.
Melissa Webster, all the young girls.
Holding them together.
Yep, and then we had Mount Evelyn defeat Monbulk 36-28 and Rock defeating Pakenham 40-23. Rock are just like Alinda in the Division 1, aren't they?
I think so. And the match for us last week when we were talking about it was the Mount Ev Monbolt game. Steph Pop actually playing on the weekend. KB from Mount Evelyn lined up on her and I think did a pretty good job. I did speak to one of the Mount Ev players who's at Saints last night and she said it's probably one of the most satisfying wins that they've had, knowing that Monbulk threw everything at them.
Yeah.
And they still had a great win. So, you know, good job. Well done to the Mount Evelyn girls.
Yeah, the best on court in Mount Evelyn were the Jackie Black, Georgia Marsh and Steph Jones, and down at Rock were Em McGuinness, Zoe Callanan and Emily is it Borbian? Borabon.
Yeah. So there's plenty of VNL names in those best
that's
players.
It. There is. So the ladder there sees Rock leading the way still with 36 points, so they haven't dropped a game either. Mount Evelyn, Pakenham, Doveton and the Monbulk Hawks, followed by Warby, Belgrave and then Emerald.
Yep.
Round 10.
Yours again.
Geez, people must have got sick of your voice last week, didn't
Maybe they did. Maybe they were giving you a bit of airtime this week because they felt like you didn't get much.
Because I just laughed.
You were giggling the whole time.
Well, we all know that was Nick's fault. So it wasn't yours, it wasn't mine, it wasn't Will's. So Division 1 fixture for round 10 sees Pakenham take on Doveton, Monbulk take on Rock, Mount Evelyn take on Emerald and Warburton take on Belgrave.
Yep.
What's your game of the round there?
Oh, look, I think Monbulk and Rock will be a good game. Pakenham and Doveton will be close. I think Pakenham will still get over the line, but definitely wanting to see how Monbulk shape up against the Rocksters.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So we take it to your favourite section, Ask Greg.
Yep. Ask me. Go for it.
Okay, so the question that has come in today is, my daughter has just started playing a second game of netball this year, meaning that she has 2 games a week and 2 training sessions. But she's beginning to get sore knees. What can I do for her and how much is too much netball?
It's such a common thing at the moment and it's probably the one.
Absolutely.
It's one of the most regular or common things that we see in our rehab studio is the patella tendinopathy or pain within the front side of the knees. And it does come from increasing load, and this is a key example of that. Girls go from playing one game and have one structured training session as well to then doubling that and not necessarily allowing their body to strengthen up at the same time. So I think what's most important is that you try to support her, get her into a physio, bring her into the studio. What they'll do is start to give her some strengthening exercises, because with tendons, most people think that we need to deload. Achilles tendons, patella tendons, and they actually like to be loaded up. So you've got to do it the right way, but they like to have more load put in them. So that's one thing that the physios or a strength coach will do. They'll start to give her some strengthening exercises. But let's talk about the how much is too much, because I think it's a more important discussion point for us, because at the moment we have lots of parents saying, I've got to get my daughter into more netball, or there's a lot of background noise around my daughter's playing this much, your daughter's only playing one, and it can be very influential amongst the parent ranks.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think it's circumstantial, and it does come down to your child. I remember as a kid, I was playing sport 4 or 5 times a week as structured sport, but then I had a lot of unstructured exercise in there, and I think that's the important part here. The difference between having structured exercise, which is your netball training and your netball games, and your unstructured exercise, which is just allowing your daughter and your kids to be kids. You know, going out in the street, riding a bike, getting out in the backyard, playing on the trampoline or shooting some hoops with their friends, going down to the local park. I think it's really important to get a good mix. If they're starting to get really serious about their netball, then definitely start to look into the strength training. Lexi's a great example of this. Lexi started to get some Mel's daughter. We'll introduce her. Yeah,
sorry.
She started to get some severs. And really what we did was we utilised the negative pressure massage that we operate out of our studio, and then we combined it with some strength training on the vibration plate. And you know, it's one of the great things about kids is that it actually doesn't take a lot to overcome some of these small niggles. Yeah. But it is something that you do have to address. So, yeah, like I said, if they're starting to get serious about their netball and they are wanting to take it to the next level, they maybe have gone from playing club netball to playing representative netball. Just be mindful of how much structured exercise they are doing and give them the opportunity to have some unstructured exercise in there. More from their mental health side of things too.
Yeah, and like especially when they're young and they're growing, like Lexi. Yeah. Little Lex is not little anymore. Yeah, she's long, lean, and just needed to learn, and she did that from you and a couple of other people that she's seen about stretching and everything like that, because her severs stopped her playing for 5 weeks, and we don't want that to happen, especially when we've got girls that want to play, are keen to get further, like Lex. And look, it's done wonders for her, as I was just saying to you before the show. You know, I'm going to give a little shout out to our little Lexi, because she won her best and fairest on Friday night for her indoor team. Yeah.
And imagine if she hadn't gone through that.
Well, that's right.
We did.
If we didn't manage what she does, because her load has increased with her netball since the last year, and I honestly believe that management has helped her. So, thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. You're welcome. And as a parent, again, that's not maybe in tune with the way sport is going. They may not have played a lot of sport in their younger days. If you're not sure, speak to your coaches at your clubs. They will know somebody who you can link in with, but they also may have some advice on how you can manage the amount of time that they're spending out on court versus how much time they're recovering as well.
Absolutely. So I think that was a great question. Yeah. A really, really good question, especially for the younger section of the AFL out at East teams.
Agreed.
So we've got Division 2 there, Greg. What have we got?
So round 11, and again, confusing because we've got one division in round 9, one division in round 10. Now we're in round 11 for Division 2. So Yarra Junction defeated Gembrook convincingly, 59-20. Stacey Davis, Claire Spicer and Amanda Finn in the goals were among the best for Yarra Junction. Seville defeated Powtown 63-16, and no surprises there. Steph McNay, Libby McNay and Steph McLaughlin in the best for Seville. They're powering home. They definitely had a tough hit out last week, but I think, again, there's not really much else out there for them to be worried about. Yea defeated Kinglake in the WorkSafe match of the month. which was
might have been match of the year with some of this.
Yeah, with some of the netball that we saw, I was out there for the WorkSafe function. It was great. We had Julie Corletto there and Maui Kamwenda as special guests from the netball world, just talking about their journey and their story. And it was really Maui got up there and. She was getting asked some questions about her journey and her introduction into Australian netball, and she started to get quite emotional about it. And I think that's really humbling for a player of her calibre who's gone from coming to Australia, playing some VNL netball, getting picked up into Suncorp, playing some World Cup for Malawi, and playing some amazing netball, to then still get caught up in the emotion of how privileged she's been to get to where she is.
Yeah.
It really was. It was outstanding. And then both those girls went out and helped assist the teams that were playing in Yea and Kinglake. So Maui supported Latoya from Kinglake, and Julie supported Sam and Nikki from Yea. And early days, it was a battle of who could actually score, because there were a lot of missed goals from both teams, and it was really evenly matched until towards the end. Yay, they just pulled away at the end.
That's fantastic. Yep. So let's take a look at that ladder then, shall we? In Division 2.
Which sees Yay out the top. So again, another front runner, Seville just behind them, but Yay are clear by 2 games. And then you've got Kinglake and Yarra Glen sitting on equal third, or rounding out the top 4, with Alex a game behind on 28. So the top 4 there, I would say are pretty well set. Alex might get an opportunity to creep into that 4th spot, but I think the top 4 have got that covered.
Fantastic. So we'll have a look at the fixture for round 12 in Division 2. We see Yarra Junction take on Yea, Alex take on Gembrook, Seville take on Yarra Glen, and the bye sits with Kinglake and Powelltown.
Yep. Okay, let's go through the under-17 blue results, because we haven't done any juniors for the last couple of weeks. We've been preoccupied with the association champs and whatnot. So
then ask Greg.
Ask Greg. Look, the best segment of the show, really. Cranbourne defeated Beaky in a tight one, 25-17. And again, it was out there on the weekend, and that's when it started to get ugly, the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it started to roll in for that one. Alinda defeated Doveton 28-25. Now, Doveton have a really solid under-17s team, and Alinda won their 2nd game for the year.
I know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, congratulations, girls. In a tight-fought game, 28-25, only 3 goals in it, but a win's a win, and against a really solid team in Doveton. Rock defeated Packy 45-15, and then you guys were unfortunate. I know you weren't happy to get the late notice on the Friday night.
I didn't get it. That was my problem.
Wandon forfeited their 17s, which is unfortunate, but it gives you guys the win.
It was actually quite sad, not just for the Berwick girls who showed up because I had a miscommunication because I was at presentation on Friday night, so I kind of switched off. But it's really for the Wandon girls that, that couldn't play.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed for everybody. So, but that's happened. It's just netball, as we say.
That's it.
Now, we've got a big
match.
Well, it's been a big match between our VNL teams. We're going off a bit of an AFL
Mel versus Greg, really, in the boxing ring.
Yeah, sure. I won't talk to you Wednesday night if you're going to behave like that.
Oh, okay. White line fever.
So next week's VNL game is at home against Casey. The Demons take on the Saints. Last time was not a bad game.
It was a good game.
Yeah,
Yep.
So it should be a bit of a hit out this time, but we have 10 free tickets to give away. So what you need to do if you want to get down and save yourself some dollars to watch a great game of netball is comment on this post of our show.
Yep.
Like our page, which you haven't, if you haven't already, like the post and share it.
Yep. And if you want a double entry, send us in a photo of your best, worst photos.
Yes.
Or even an Ask Greg question. We can add that to the segment.
Absolutely.
It is, at the moment, just to give the viewers an idea of how important this game is for the championship teams. Saints sit in the 4th position. Casey sit in the 5th position. Either way, it'll either extend Saints and give them 2 games clear of Casey, or it'll bring Casey up to even points with Saints, and it'll come down to percentage in the final rounds for VNL. So,
but there is a game in the middle.
There's a few games.
Well, we've got another game Wednesday that would have already been played by the time we air this.
Correct.
So we
And
might.
we've got a Sunday game too.
Yes.
So at the moment, that's the way that it stands.
He's making it sound
Serious Sally today.
No, you're making it sound like you're going to be one game in front and we've got to catch you. You might lose the next game. We might win against Aerials, and then where is it?
It's a big might.
All right, we're going to sign off today, ladies and gentlemen.
Get your game face on.